Circumference of the base is 35.2. Circumference of, good evening, the base, the circumference of the base is 35.2 meters. So in our hemisphere, the base is a circle. So what's the formula to find the circumference of a circle? 2 pi r. 2 pi r, which means 2 pi r is equal to 35.2. Correct? Yes, please. So 2 into 22/7 into r. You can even change this to a fraction if you want. So 352/10. So r is equal to 352/10 into 7/22 into 1/2. Simplify this and tell me. Find r, and then you need to find the inner surface area and then the cost of painting. So 22 ones are 22 how many times? 16 times. 2 ones are 2 eights are. So 8 sevens are 56. 56/10. Just 5.6 meters. Got this? You cancel? Oh, yeah. So it will take a little longer time. That's it. 56/10 or 5.6. Even if you cancel, you will get the same thing. So when you cancel, you will get 28/5. And when you divide, you will get 5.6. So which part of the dome has to be painted? Only the CSA. Your circle is not covered, right? The circular portion. Only the inner CSA has to be painted. So what's the formula to find the CSA of a hemisphere? 2 pi r square. 2 pi r square. So find 2 pi r square. Inner CSA. 197.12. 197.12. Let me check.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, 197.12. 197.12. What's the unit?
Centimeter. Meter.
Meter square. Because circumference is 35.2 meters. So radius is in meters. Radius is 5.6 meters. CSA is 197.12 meters square. So convert this to centimeter square because the rate is given in centimeter square. It's 2 rupees for every 100 centimeters square. So convert this area to centimeter square. How do you do that? How many times? Meter to centimeter, you multiply by 100 once. Meter square to centimeter square, you need to do the same thing 2 times. When you're converting meter cube to centimeter cube, 3 times. 197.12 meter to centimeter is multiply by 100. Meter square to centimeter square, do the same thing 2 times. This is going to be 197.1200 centimeter square. The cost of painting 100 centimeter square is 2 rupees. So cost of painting 1 meter square, sorry, 1 centimeter square is rupees 2 by 100. Let's understand let's just go through this answer from behind. So what are we supposed to find? The cost of painting the dome. So we only know that the curve, we know that the curved surface of the dome has to be painted. We need to find the cost of painting. Okay, the rate is given. It's 2 rupees for painting every 100 centimeter square. So you need to find out how many centimeter square has to be painted. For 100 centimeter square, it is 2 rupees. So how much centimeter square is present in the dome? Which means we'll have to find the curved surface area of the dome, which is 2 pi r square, right? Now what is that you need to substitute here? The value of r. In 2 pi r square, you need to substitute the value of r. But is r given to us in the question? No. It's not given directly. But we have some other information to find the value of r. And that is the circumference of the base. Circumference of the base 35.2 is given to find the radius. So circumference of the base is 2 pi r. So 2 pi r is equal to 35.2. You need to solve this equation and find the value of r. Now using this value, find 2 pi r square, which is a curved surface area. And then the answer is in meter square. Why? Because 35.2 meters. 35.2 meters. So radius you get in meter. This is in meter. So radius is in meter. So area is in meter square. But since the rate is given per 100 centimeter square, you need to convert this one to centimeter square. Now, 100 centimeter square, 2 rupees. 1 centimeter square, 2 by 100. So 1971,200 centimeter square will be this one into 2 by 100. Simplify, and that's 39,424. Right? See here, simplification you can start right from here also. I'll just redo this. Tell you something here. See, if you don't want the decimal, you can change it from here itself. So what is 35.2? Supposing you don't want to go ahead with the decimal value, so it will be 352 by 10. Then you can cancel here itself. You don't have to wait for the third or the fourth step. I did it there, but I'm just telling you. So 2 how many times? 2 ones are 2 7 the 14, 6 times and 5, correct? So now next step 2 into 22 by 7 into R is equal to 176.5. So R is equal to 176 by 5 into 7 by 22 into 1 by 2. So 22 ones are, and it will be 8 times. Then 2 ones are, 2 fours are. So R is equal to 4 sevens are 28. 28 by 5. So 5 fives are 25. 3 remains. 5 6 are 30. No, I'm saying like 35.2. If you don't want to go ahead with the decimal value, you can change that to a fraction in the next step itself. You don't have to write 35.2 3 times and then change that to a fraction. You can do it in the next step, and there itself you can simplify. Next one. Yeah, this is the next one. Yeah, this is the next one, children. Spherical balloon. So what's the formula to find the surface area of a sphere? 4 pi r square. We don't have to find the surface areas. We have to find the ratio of the surface areas of the balloon in the two cases. Okay. So directly find the ratio. You don't find the surface areas and then find the ratio. You find the ratio directly. Okay. The radius of a spherical balloon increases from 10 centimeters to 15 centimeters as air is being pumped into it. Find the ratio of the surface areas of the balloon in the two cases. All right. Is this correct? Ratio of the surface area. So 4 pi r square by 4 pi r square. Correct? 10 square by 15 square, correct? So 10 square means 10 into 10. And 15 square is 15 to 15. 5 2 times, 3 times, 2 times, 3 times. So what's the required ratio? 4 by 9. So required ratio is 4:9. Good. Yeah. Yeah. And also write surface area of the balloon in case 1 by surface area of balloon in case 2. In case 1, in case 2. All right. Yeah. Next one. Find the radius of a sphere whose surface area is 1386 centimeters square. Yeah. Ignore. It's disturbing you, just move. Just sit away from the wall. Okay, what's the value of R? Working? Okay. No, it doesn't take this long. Still calculating. In the tables of 11, you can use 22 directly, or in the tables of 11, 11 two times, 11 ones are 11, 2 remains, 11 twos are 22, 6 remains, 11 six are 66. Then again 2 ones are 2, 63 times. So what is left? R square is equal to 63 into 7 divided by 4. Or you can write R is equal to square root of R is equal to the square root of, correct? R square is 63 into 7 by 4. So R is equal to the square root of 63 into 7 by 4. So R is equal to square root of, what is 63? 7 nines are, 7 nines are. And what is 9? 3 into 3. Factorize 63. Break down 63 into its factors, like what we do in, Heron's formula. We break down the numbers, right, into that factors. So do the same thing here. 3 threes are 9, 9 sevens are 63. There's already one 7 in the numerator over 2 into 2. So R is equal to 1 3, 1 7, 1 2. So R is 21 by 2 or 10.5 centimeters. We shouldn't be multiplying 63 and 7 and then dividing by 4, getting the decimal value. You can do it. It's not wrong. You will get the same thing. But I think you can go with this method. Okay, next one. Finished?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. A hemispherical bowl is made of steel 0.5 centimeters thick. The inner radius of the bowl is 10 centimeters. Find the cost of painting the bowl at rupees 0.56 per centimeter square. So what's the thickness of the bowl? 0.5 centimeters. This is almost 1 centimeter. This is not 0.5. Okay, so little more than 0.5, but fine. This is 0.5. And the inner radius of the bowl, the inner radius is 10 centimeters. All right, so small r is 10 centimeters. The thickness is 0.5 centimeters. So the value of capital R is inner radius plus the thickness, 10 plus 0.5, 10.5 centimeters. All right. So you have to imagine this bowl, which is whose wall is thick, whose wall is thick. It's made of steel. The wall of the bowl is thick. You understand? The material is thick. So you need to identify the surfaces which has to be painted. So imagine you're holding the bowl. You have to paint the outer curved surface, the outer curved surface, then the inner curved surface. Yeah, I'm just. You have to paint the outer. You have a bowl in your hand. You have to paint the bowl all over. So identify the surfaces you have to paint, the outer surface. Then when you look inside the bowl, the inner surface has to be painted. And on the top, you can see the brim of the bowl, no? That will be slightly flat. You can see a flat circular ring on the top. You know, what you'll see on the top is something like this. You'll see something like this on the top. This portion you'll see on the top. That's the brim of the bowl. Because the material is thick, no? The material is thick. So on the top, you will see that brim. And that brim will look like a circular ring. Circular ring. This part you will see on the top. This also has to be painted. So there are three surfaces in all to be painted. The outer curved surface of the bowl, the inner curved surface of the bowl, and because the bowl, the material is thick on top, you have the brim of the bowl, which also has to be painted. And the brim of the bowl will look like a circular ring, whose area is given by pi capital R squared minus small r squared. Area of this portion, area of this surface is given by pi capital R squared minus small r squared. Okay. Outer CSA 2 pi capital R square. Inner CSA 2 pi small r square. Area of the brim on the top pi r square minus r square. You need to find the area of all these three surfaces, put them together, add, and that will be the total area to be painted. Multiply by the rate 0.56 to find the total cost of painting. Correct? So when the material is thick, we'll have three surfaces to paint. If you have to paint the bowl all over, there are three surfaces: outer surface, outer curved surface, inner curved surface, and the brim on the top. Okay? Yeah. Find all the answers in pi. Okay, so like you get 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi. Add all the pi's. 3 pi, 4 pi, 7 pi, 7 pi plus 5 pi is 12 pi. Now the cost will be 12 pi into 0.56. So there you use the value of pi. 12 into 22 by 7 into 0.56. Once for all, use the value of pi. You don't have to use the value of pi everywhere. See, the question is to find the cost of painting the bowl. Okay. So the intermediate answers, you can find it in pi itself. See, supposing they've asked you to find the inner CSA of the bowl, then you cannot leave it as 200 pi. You have to actually find the fraction, meaning you'll have to use the value of 20, value of pi and find the answer of the fraction. But here the question is one, to find the cost of painting. So the intermediate answers, what you get in the process of working, you don't have, you can just leave it like this, 200 pi, whatever pi, whatever pi. Add all the pi's, you get an answer in pi. That is the surface area to be painted. And then multiply by 0.56 to get the cost. There, when you're multiplying by 0.56, use the value of pi 22 by 7. Do it, complete this. What's the answer here for the second one? Still working? What is 2 into 10.5 to 10.5? Correct. So when you place a decimal point, not 2000, 220.5. 220.5 pi. So how do you handle 10.5 squared minus 10 squared? It's like a squared minus b squared. So a plus b into a minus b. Not now. You can do it when you find the cost. So 7 ones are 7 eights are 56, so it will be 0.08. 7 eights are 56. That's 0.56. So it will be 0.08. Yeah, what's the product? Check if this is right, please. All of you Over, find the product and see if it is 758.12. Got it? Yeah. Finished? Completed online, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Try this. We have another one. Yeah, finished. So what's given? Volume. Volume of what? Volume of cone is 6028.8. What's the formula to find the volume of a cone? 1 by 3 pi r square h is equal to 6028 point. You can change this to a fraction. And you can also cancel 2, 5 times 2, 30144. Correct? Next step, 1 by 3 into pi is given 3.14 into r squared into h is equal to 30144 by 5. So r squared will be, you can write this 3.14 as 314 by 100, right? So 0, 0, 25 times 20, 2 times. Okay, so r square is equal to 30144 by 5 into 3 into 5 by 314 into 1 by 2. See, let's try to divide 30144 by 314, okay? So 314 some 9 times you'll try 314 into 9. Yeah, into 9 is 2826 minus 3014. 188. 4 comes down. It should be into 6. 314 into 6. So 6 fours are 24. So 314 ones are 314 96 times. Then 5 and 5. 2 ones are 248. So R squared is equal to 48 into 3. You can multiply or you can break down 48 into its prime factor, but this is a very small number. Now 48 into 3 is what? 144. So we'll multiply because we know the square root of 144. So R square is 144. R is the square root of 144, which is 12. So the radius of the cone is 12 centimeters. Yeah, finished?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Completed?
Yes, miss.
Yeah. What's the next one? Quite similar. Volume is given, height is given. You need to find the diameter and not length of its base. Slant height, I think. Diameter, and we'll just take the slant height, okay? And slant height, not length of its. Yeah, online children. Gayatri, tell me, how do we do this?
They've given the volume and height, ma'am. So volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r square h.
Volume of cone was, what is it given here? 103488
5.
Okay. Yeah. Then 1/3.
Pi r square h is equal to 103488 pi. So pi in the either sides get cancelled. So then the height is 56. So 1/3 into r square into 56 is equal to 103488. So this 103 r square is equal to 103488 into 3 into 1/56.
Okay. Very good. Simplify and tell me. Yeah. Simplify and tell me. Yeah. No. Navneet.
Mom, I got r square as 55,544.
1. You got 5544, is it?
Yes, mom.
Yeah. What's the square root of this number? It's not a perfect square. We'll just start with the radius because I'm sure the number here is incorrect. The number here, I must check for this value of volume. So we'll just stop here with R. All right. This is the next one. A conical pit of top diameter 4.8 meters is 0.7 meters deep. What's its capacity in kiloliters? What's the relationship between meter and kiloliters? Meter cubed and kiloliters. 1 meter cubed is equal to 1 kiloliter. 1 meter cubed is equal to 1 kiloliter. Now you need to find the capacity in kiloliters. So you first find the capacity in meter cube because radius and height are given in meter. So find the volume in meter cube and then convert it to kiloliters. What's the product? To find 22 into 0.8, 22 into 0.8 into 2.4 into 0.1.
That's 4.224
Correct.
meters.
Correct. 4.224 meter cubed. And we know that 1 meter cube is 1 kiloliter. Therefore, 4.224 meter cube will be equal to 4.224 kiloliters. Correct?
Yes.
Because 1 meter cube is 1 kiloliter. 2 meter cube is 2 kiloliters. So 4.224 meter cube will be the same kiloliters. The diameter of a spherical solid is approximately 2/3 of the diameter of another spherical solid. What fraction of the volume of the second is the volume of the first? So what is given is diameter of solid 1 is equal to 2/3 of diameter of solid 2. This is what is given. The diameter of a spherical solid, so diameter of solid 1 is approximately equal to 2/3, 2/3 of into diameter of another spherical solid. So diameter of solid 2. That's what is given here. That's what is given here. The diameter of a spherical solid, so diameter of solid 1 is approximately is equal to 2/3, 2/3 of into the diameter of another spherical solid. So into diameter of solid 2. And what is diameter? 2 times radius. So 2r, or you can use r1, r2. You can say r1, 2 times r1. Diameter is twice radius, right? So 2 times r1, where r1 is the radius of solid 1, is equal to 2/3 into diameter of solid 2, radius r2. So diameter will be 2r2. R1 is the radius of solid 1, R2 is the radius of solid 2. So diameter is 2R1 and 2R2 respectively. Correct? Solid 1, solid 2. So you can cancel 2 on either sides. Correct? So what do you have when you cross multiply? Or you can just leave it like that also. So we have R1 is equal to 2/3 of R2. Stop there. We have one radius in terms of the other. We have one radius in terms of the other. R1 is equal to 2/3 of R2. Okay. Now, what is it you'll have to find? What fraction of the volume of the second is the volume of the first? So, like, what fraction of the volume of the class is the volume of, okay, not volume. What fraction of the class is the number of girls? Read the question like that. What fraction of the class is the number of girls? What fraction of the class is the number of girls? So, how do you find that fraction? Number of girls by total number of students in the class. How will you find that fraction? What fraction? So, you should find the fraction of the class. What fraction of the class is the number of girls? So, the answer is number of girls divided by total number of students. So number of girls, the second thing comes first. Number of girls is the second thing that comes first. Number of girls by the total number of students in the class. So same thing. Similarly here, it's the volume of the first. This one should come first in the numerator. This one in the numerator. And this one in the denominator. The required fraction is equal to volume of solid 1 by volume of solid 2. Volume, okay. What fraction of the volume? So what's the formula to find the volume of a sphere? 4/3 pi r cubed. So r1 cubed by 4/3 pi r2 cubed. 4/3 pi gets cancelled. So it's r1 cubed by r2 cubed. But what is r1? 2/3 r2. R1 is 2/3 of R2. Let's continue on the next page. What's R1? 2/3 R2. 2/3 R2 into 2/3 R2 into 2/3 R2 because it's R1 cubed in the numerator. So R1 into R1 into R1 and R1 is 2/3 R2 divided by R2 cubed divided by R2 cubed divided by R2 cubed. So R2 into R2 into R2, correct? So R2 gets cancelled. So it is 8/27. So required yeah, please write down. I'll just work everything on the same slide. Just a minute. Finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Just the next one. 125 solid iron spheres. 125 solid iron spheres of radius r. Too small to write. So 125 solid iron spheres, each of radius r, and surface area S. They are melted to form one sphere with surface area S dash. So all this is melted and made into one sphere of surface area S dash. You need to find the radius R dash of the new sphere and also find the ratio S to S dash. There are 125 solid iron spheres, each of radius R and surface area S. 125 spheres, each of radius R and surface area S. All these 125 spheres are melted and made into one big sphere. The radius of this new sphere, this new big sphere is R dash. And the surface area of this one big sphere is S dash. You need to find the radius R dash of this new big sphere and also find the ratio of the surface areas S to S dash. Okay. So when these 125 spheres are melted and made into one big spheres, the volume of all the 125 spheres will be equal to the volume of that one big sphere. You quickly nodded. Okay. Okay. Like as if, okay, continue to answer. What's the time? Okay. Okay. So 125. Okay. Sorry. So these 125 spheres are melted and made into one big sphere, right? So the volume of all the volume of all these 125 spheres will be equal to the volume of that one big sphere. That's the equation we need to write first. Okay. So volume of the new sphere. Okay, the volume of the new sphere is equal to volume of all the 125 small spheres. Volume of the new sphere is equal to volume of all the 125 small spheres. So what's the formula to find the volume of the new sphere? 4 by 3 pi r dash. You can see there r dash cubed, correct? Volume of the new sphere is 4 by 3 pi r dash cubed is equal to 125 into volume of, how will you find the volume of all the, okay, let me write it like this, otherwise here. Is equal to 125 into volume of one small sphere. All right, so it will be 125 into 4 by 3 pi. It's given the radius of each small sphere is r. This is correct. What is the radius of each small sphere? Small r. New sphere r dash. Oh, r dash, no, I've written r1. So r dash. So let me write like this. Correct? Okay, so 4 by 3 pi on either side gets cancelled. So we have r dash cubed is equal to 125 r cubed. So r dash is equal to the cube root of 125 r cubed. So r dash is equal to 5r. So find r dash. You cannot find a numerical value. You cannot find r dash as 10 centimeters, 20 centimeters because you don't know the radius of the original small sphere. So you cannot find the numerical value, but you can find an expression connecting the radius of the new sphere and the radius of the small sphere. So r dash, the radius of the new sphere is 5 times the radius of each small sphere. Now we need to find the ratio S to S dash. I'll work it here. S by S dash is equal to, how do you find S? 4 pi. What is S? It's the surface area of the small sphere. So 4 pi R or R dash square? R square by, what is S dash? The surface area of the new sphere. 4 pi R dash square. So 4 pi cancels. R square by, what is R dash? 5R. So it will be 5 R the whole square. Correct? R square by 25 R square. Yeah. So the ratio is 1 by 25. The ratio is 1 by 25. Right on? Finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, same. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, just a minute. Come on. Yeah, do this. Yeah. Okay. Tanya, Satakshi, and Danya, you can leave the call. Let me know on WhatsApp your status if you completed the test or whatever. Please update your status on WhatsApp regarding the test. The three of you can leave the call. Danya, Tanya, and Satakshi. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, do I want to send the photos of what I written?
No, no, no. You can submit it in person when you come to the next class.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Satakshi. R is to help now should be 3:4. There's a mistake there. This one should be 3:4 children.
Mom, why did I get 5x there? Isn't it 4?
No, your voice was not clear, Gayatri.
Why did we get like 22 by 7 into 3x into 5x? Isn't it 4?
Pi CSA is 2310. CSA formula pi RL is equal to 2310. Pi is 22 by 7. R is 3x and L is 5x. Correct? And x into x is x squared.
Mom, I got 10 as 7x. I mean 7.
I don't know if you're telling me the answer or.
No, I check it again.
Yeah, actually, your voice is not clear. It was, but now it's not clear, Gayatri. I'm not able to comprehend what you're trying to say.
Yeah, Mom, I will recheck.
Able to get it? No, right? Okay, I think you said some 7. So x is 7, you said, is it? The value of x is 7, you're right. The value of x is 7.
Yes, Mom.
Yeah. Therefore, height of the cone is equal to 4x, which is 4 into 7, 28 centimeters. You're right, Gayatri. Okay, that's fine. Try this one. Completed? Completed, online children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Online children, you may leave the call. Good night. Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.